Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Brent Joslin coming to you live from the Eagle's Nest with your momentum moment. And someone asked me last week, why do you call it the Eagle's Nest? Well, I call it the Eagle's Nest because I personally believe that this is an awesome metaphor. And the Eagle's Nest is a place where ideas are incubated, hatched, and launched into the world to make the world a better place. That's why I call it the Eagle's Nest. And I happen to love eagles. I just think they're some of the most amazing, majestic creatures in all creation. And maybe on a future video or Facebook Live, we'll talk about eagles in a more in-depth study. So thank you so much for that question. Today's momentum moment is basically a quote that grabbed me last week. And it's by a gentleman by the name of Booker T. Washington. Booker T. Washington was an American educator about 100 years ago, and he said this. He said, if you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else. Wow. Simply profound and profoundly simple. And I'm sure there's someone watching this video right now that is discouraged, needing encouragement, whether it's the pandemic, it's financial or marital or whatever the issue may be. Someone needs encouragement. And I want to give you one thought on how to encourage yourself. And this is basically it. If we will encourage someone else on a regular, consistent basis, what will happen is we will end up being encouraged. You say, but I'm discouraged. I know. And that's why we're constantly talking about in the momentum moments is to build up yourself, to get in the positive mindset and constantly take in encouragement, because the more encouraged we are, the easier it is to encourage others. But when we're discouraged, that's when we need to encourage others by faith. I know it's not easy, for sure it's not easy, but there's a law, that's this universal law, and that is we reap what we sow. So when it's discouraging, we can just whatever it takes, to encourage someone else. Do that text, do that direct message, that email, that call, whatever, and just encourage someone else. I was just recently encouraged to do this myself, and it was profound, not only on the other person, but on myself. And thanks to my wife, very great encouragement in that. And so folks, I just want to encourage you that, sometimes we have to just encourage others by faith, even when you're discouraged. And so basically our friend, Mr. Booker T. Washington, his quote basically goes to the core of the thought of the golden rule, which is basically to love others as ourself. And so that's something that we all can do. And it's simple, but it's not always easy. But friends, if we will seek to encourage one person today, one person tomorrow, and if you really need encouragement, encourage 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, 7, whatever people pull a day and so forth, and just see what happens. What have you got to lose, right? So go ahead and give it a shot. Encourage someone by faith, and make it genuine. Obviously, we don't want to flatter. We want to give genuine compliments if we're complimenting and so forth. But put that encouragement out and see if it doesn't come back to you. All right. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Brent Joslin coming to you live with the momentum moment from the Eagle's Nest. Be grateful, be growing, and we'll see you next time.